Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome. Is anybody out there untagged? Let's see something here. If they change this menu, I do not know. So what is there to talk about today? How about the air quality out there? I do not know. Let's see what happens here when I hit this. Okay, so people who are close in age. Women only. All right. Okay. There we go. We're fixing this menu here. All right. Let's see how many women on here who want to talk to a Gen Xer. And so on here, they had, let's see what this is right here. Backgrounds, touch up. Where's touch up? Okay. I see. Let's do a touch up. We'll turn that off. Okay, that's the gestures. No, I don't want none of the gestures. Backgrounds. I don't want no backgrounds. I don't want none of that. Nope. Oh, what's this? So which historical figure do you mostly identify with? So, hello, how you been? What's going on, Miss Hazel? I am a Gen Xer. I was born in 1974. But if you have no questions, okay, about how you millennials live, okay, it's okay. Just watch me. But of course, I'm just gonna answer a few questions here. And it says, what historical figure do you most identify with? I can say, King Solomon the Great. And also Solomon the Great and Socrates. Socrates was a Greek philosopher and mathematician, but of course he was a general as well. Okay, a great philosopher. But King Solomon was the wisest man because he was the only one that I can recall in the biblical Bible who controlled demons to do his bidding. Okay. Unlike Jesus, who sacrificed himself, okay, he was way more wiser than Jesus. But as I said before, I am a Gen Xer. I do not believe in religion, okay, and anyone who does believe in religion is very beta. They're very beta in their emotion. They need some sort of documentation to believe in something that is real. That's a theist. But of course, let's see. That is who I represent. Okay, more of King Solomon the Great, the wisest man of all time, and then Socrates. Because Socrates always said, "By then you ask questions to disperse fear and ignorance." So by asking questions, you defeat pretty much everything. If you wish, let's see. What's the next one? Swipe left for more. Okay. What is the worst thing you have ever done? Anybody? What is the worst thing you have ever done? The worst thing I've ever done is when I was younger and I became a warlock because I got bullied on. And I did bad things to bad people. And I know a lot of you may think I'm a good person for doing that, but I realized that sometimes there has to be some sacrifices. And sometimes those sacrifices is because they were young-minded and foolish and they're just human. Some people do things for a certain temporary purpose, and they don't understand that there may be karma that they may have to pay for. But though anyone who does anything good to bad people, okay, they'll get the greatest blessings. Good people who do bad things to bad people can also get good things too as well. It's just, I didn't feel like there was no need to do that, okay? I had to hurt people who deserved it. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Burning people's stuff down, okay, and arsonist, okay. But it was magic, though. It wasn't just me doing things like hand by the hand, as by the demon, okay. And there are good demons, and then there are bad demons. There are good angels, and then there are bad angels. But that's the worst I've done. When I was a kid, Okay, I can say things and it just fucking happens. Okay, that's the weird thing about being an indigo child. I'm rarely on here. I do not usually be on the tag. So you better speak or come into the box and talk about anything you want. My box is set for 5 minutes at a time. All right. I post this on my YouTube as well. Okay. But as I said before, I am a Gen Xer. You're not going to find too many Gen Xers on the internet because the word alpha is what I am. Okay. Or I'm not even alpha. I'm actually above that. I'm not even a Sigma. I'm an Indigo. I'm out of this motherfucking world. Okay. I don't even do all the things that people say that alphas or even Sigmas do because I'm more of the purity people. The purity type of culture, purity culture. Y'all never heard of the purity culture? People who just stay away from germs and bacteria, people who social. There's a lot of things. You guys are just trapped up when you're a millennial. You just get brainwashed. When you see things on the internet, those things are not always true. Okay, they are not true. Most of the time it's not. You could take the common knowledge stuff and then just not listen to it because that's what most people do. But anyway, let's go on to the next question. How you been, Miss Hazel? How you been, Joe? Okay, right? What would you like to ask? What would you like to ask the crystal ball? No need to ask the crystal ball. What did Gandalf say when he had one of the eyes, the searing eyes, to Sauron? And he said, "No, there's only one of them in the world. We shouldn't use this. Someone can see." But that means that anyone who's using the crystal balls, okay, are more likely going to be doomed to be cursed because they're looking for something that they shouldn't be looking for. This world is meant for unexpectations. To expect something and to see something in the future is kind of like a bad thing because you'll be tormented. I always wish to have that power to see what happens in the future, okay? But then I realized the story will be very boring because you know why? You came here to be, challenged. Things that you cannot see makes life more exciting, doesn't it? Think about it. You could just predict your future easily at will, right? And then it gets boring. Okay? That's why you came here, guys. You all are gods. You do know that, right? But of course, I'm talking about the little g gods. Most of you don't, have any knowledge on the demiurge god or any powerful gods beyond Jesus and Allah, okay? But anyway, you don't want a crystal ball, trust me. Okay, you should be shocked about your own power that you have to unlock. But most people don't know how to unlock it. And most people don't even hear a voice to unlock it. But anyway, let's go into the next question. Let me see. What skill do you wish you had? You know what I only wish for is better memory. Yeah. I think that everyone should think about better memory because if you can study and learn something and then understand it as you study it, that's all you really need. You don't need to keep rehearsing it over and over because the human body is bound for flaws. And most people's genetics is just, trash genetics, okay? Mixed up with the wrong races, incest, okay? But you don't even know who you're mixing with. Crossbreeding and all that other stuff, but the best skill to have is maybe regeneration and also memory. I think so because you don't want to live forever. I'm pretty sure most of you don't, okay? But if anybody does, that means they're attached to the material world, okay? They're attached to the material world. That's it. I love certain things in this world, too. I like certain things. I don't really love it. You can say, yep. But what skill you should have is the ability to have a better memory or it could be regeneration. Like if you broke an arm or a leg, instead of replacing it with some cybernetic systems like in the Terminator or some shit, you should be happy to just regenerate like a chameleon, okay? A salamander, yeah, salamander. But let's go on with the next question here, okay? Let me see, what is the worst first date you ever had? Well, first of all, I never really had any, let me see. I think that every date that I tried to get onto, I never really got hurt or I never try to get involved. Because pimps told me when I was younger not to get involved in relationships. They showed me. Some Italians even told me love is actually respect. It should be for a man. It shouldn't be a lovey-dovey emotional thing. It should just be discipline and contentment and spirituality. No, most people don't believe in that stuff. This is why I am the real McCoy. I do not, when I do therapy for guys, most guys are 80% beta. But they'll try to call me beta because I call them beta. Okay. There is no alphas anymore these days. I'm one of the real ones. Yeah, I get paid from women for my services, guys. But the first date I ever had, I digress here. And I keep taking women out, right, to just communicate with them so I can understand their psychosis. And they have an empty head. They don't do any studies or research. They're not interested in life or like that. They're just interested in, oh, someone's attractive, okay? I'm a sapiosexual. I need some stimulation mentally. If they do not give me that mentality, they are just for the streets. 9 times out of 10, they're not virgins. And when you do try to take a female who is not a virgin, they don't have any money. They don't got any money, peoples. All right? But the most valuable thing about a woman is her virginity, the ability to accept polygyny, and her education, and also her loyalty, and basically what is it? To reproduce. That is it. Okay. Now, if she's missing one of those things, no alpha will deal with her. I'm the one who taught Kevin Samuels what he knows. But I like to work in the side scenes. Okay. But the worst date is basically every female I've ever tried to take out, and they expected something from me, but they couldn't give nothing. Pussy and dick are the same, okay? But beta males always put, used vaginas on a pedestal. I don't do that, okay? But the first date is many dates that I went out on. It's called a psychological evaluation. You just talk about things in your life, and most of the time, if I ask you about what happened in your life, she will usually say, I don't know. What would you like to know? And I'm like, you just can't start conversating, okay? I got to conversate and talk about myself. And then all of a sudden, I'm talking for like 2 hours, and she like, yo, you have a very interesting life. I said, then tell me something about your life, right? But most women they don't have it there. Not to put down all women. I'm not putting down all women. I'm saying most women. That's why most women get divorces too, guys. Because they don't have nothing up there. They get bored. That's what they keep telling me. Women always tell me when they're in relationships, and I'm a counselor, I'm a therapist to them, they always tell me some shit like, oh, I got bored of him. He didn't do nothing. That's just facts. That's why I don't get too deep in any relationship. When they tell me this straight up from the horse's mouth, they told me, I'm telling you guys the same thing. Women just get bored, okay? And then they file for divorce. They are not content. They're not taught. Most people haven't had alpha fathers. So you just waltzing in the wind. You're just learning in the wind, okay? Especially when people go on the internet and you see how women don't want to give therapy to women no more because it's a waste of goddamn time. But of course, I charge for my services and I don't play around. Just look up Emerald Pill on the YouTube. You'll find my crazy ass face. Okay, but anyway, since I'm eccentric, let's go on to the next question. Do you kiss and tell? Hell yeah! No, I don't never kiss women. I never kiss, even though I got juicy lips. You know what I'll kiss? Virgin lips. I'll kiss virgin lips. That's right, both top and the bottom. You're nasty. Yeah, why would I kiss a female I don't even know? I could smell it on her lips. She's smoking cigarettes. She's drinking alcohol. She likes to fraternize and communicate with guys that she has nothing in common with. Why would I kiss her? Right? I know a lot of beta males would mind talking to a fine ass sister who's like a 12, which is really like a fucking 6 to me, okay? But I don't kiss and tell. But if I did, it's going to be with a strap on, baby. Okay? And I'm getting paid. Because I think about getting paid instead of getting laid. And y'all guys got to wake up. Okay? But anyway, let's go into the next question here. It's good to kiss and tell for entertainment purposes, but trust me on this. You got to record it. Make sure it's in bright lights. Okay, right? Like on Pornhub. Right? Okay, next question. Okay, let's see. What is your fondest childhood memory? Well, it was kind of like a bad memory, but then there's good ones after the bad one. The bad one was when I accidentally killed my kitten, my cat named Champ. Yeah, I actually was playing around with them too roughly. My mom gave me the kitten when the baby was only like a week old or fucking 2 weeks or something like that. And I actually killed them because I didn't see him underneath a pillow. And what happened is that when I jumped on the pillow, okay, I heard a loud meow, okay, and then I was like, the cat seems to be all fine. But my mom said, there's a smell, because my mom was kind of eccentric like myself. I said, yeah, what is that smell? The cat is about to die. And eventually the cat did die because I crushed all his bones in his body. That was the most dramatic thing that happened to me when I was 7 years old. Because I'm an indigo. I remember shit. Indigo children are born before the age of 10. So if your child is not very inquisitive, don't really have Asperger's, not very a savant, that child is not an indigo. A lot of people claim to say they're indigo, but they have no magical abilities. They hear no voices. They're not pure. They need to use a drug or something. Hey, I don't have sins. Okay, a sin is actually something you make a mistake and you keep repeating it. That's a sin. Nobody's living in a perfect body. Nothing lasts forever. Even Jesus, you want to believe in Jesus or not, okay, died, okay? All demiurge gods died. They disappeared. Nothing lasts forever. But people think a sin is coming into these bodies, okay? No, it's an action. But anyway, I digress here. That was my most terrible, fondest memory. But I also have many but painful memories. But the one painful memory, the one great, positive memory I had is having certain dreams. And even though you may say it's bad dreams, I had dreams of monsters. I was defeating demons in my dreams. Yeah, vivid. Very, maybe because I played a lot of video games or something like that, right? But what happened is that the demons taught me something in my dream. They told me false evidence appearing real. It is not real, guys. We're living in the Matrix. That's right. Roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. But of course, you can say that's hypothetical or not. You know how you go to sleep and you have these dreams, but you have no memory, recollection of who you are and where you're at. Okay, think about it. We are in a bigger dream when we're awake. Okay, but you'll learn when you wake up. Okay, and then you'll burn. Okay, with knowledge, and you'll be like, oh, now I know why I'm here. It's all a game, guys. It's all a memory. But anyway, next question. Okay. What is the craziest pickup attempt that you ever worked on? Worked on you, okay? Craziest pickup attempt that ever worked on you. Let me see. I don't think. Well, I was in college in Johnson C. Smith University one time. A female came to me and gave me a condom because she wanted me to fuck her, okay? She tried to pick me up. I was like, she was pretty and fine. I said, why you give me this? And she was like, you don't know why I gave you that? And I said, well, this is when I was like in my virginity stage, because there are far more guys who are virgins out there. Okay, and then I'm like, what am I supposed to use this on your dick? Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know what a fucking condom was. Okay. But I wasn't interested in her anyway, because I'm have a form of OCD. And if she gave me a condom, she's definitely not a virgin, okay? But she didn't talk to me. I just talked to her. I said, okay, we can have a talk. She didn't want to talk. She just want to fuck or something like that. So basically, I get hit on a few times, but then I just like look at it. But they don't have communication skills. So if they don't have the communication skills, they are obviously for the streets, right? They need to be taught. A lot of women need to be taught. A lot of guys need to be taught too. So I'm not going to just say women. I took a lot of girls away from men with a simple phone call. I said, how much you willing to pay me if I could take your girl away just by getting on the phone? Okay? But the guys, they usually have the money up front. So you got the money, let me see the money. Okay? But anyway, I digress here. That's another story for another day. But that's what happened to me. She gave me a condom and I was like, no, I'm not interested. I could use it for a balloon or some shit. Okay? I didn't really know what a condom was. They said, you know what this is? It's a condom. I said, okay. All right. Next question. Do you really have a list of baby names? Let me see. What is this? Okay, I'm gonna close this. Okay, ignore. Okay, there's people calling me at the wrong time. You know how you be on the internet and then people just like call you? That's always happens to me. Nobody calls when I'm not on the phone. But as soon as I use the phone, they probably see the green light on the Facebook and he's, oh, he's online right now. Okay, I'm just gonna hang up. Okay, my phone is fully charged. But my daughters are sleeping, so I'm waiting for like about 6:30 so I can practice my 3-point hook shot like fucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Okay, and I don't talk no more than 30 minutes. So y'all better come in here, y'all ladies. I don't care how you look. If you need some advice, I'm not Kevin Samuels. I told you, Kevin Samuels was teaching y'all all the wrong things. Okay, he was older than me. He had less knowledge than I have. You know how Kevin Samuels started? He started because of me on one of my channels. Yeah. You have to understand that when people are popular, it's because they copied off of someone in the past and they had enough, capital. Somebody helped them because the way they looked, mainly because of bias. Back in my heydays, I used to be on MySpace and I used to get all the attention because I would just talk about anything, give therapy to so many people, got paid for my services. But now they control your algorithm. They control all that. Anytime you have like a person with 3 million, it's not because of the people. It's because of TikTok. They have a button in which they know they can profit off of you. When it hits the fire button, I try to tell guys this and they always get mad. Like, oh, I did it myself. No, you didn't, motherfucker. No, you didn't. They have the button and the power to control your viewership. And that's how you get your members. It's on every platform. That's why you got to pay for promotions. I'm not paying for all that shit. That's why my shit is always shadow banned. When I say, if I ever give an idea of Stupid 19 or anything like that, they cut my shit off. Okay, I can't be like Candace Owens or Thomas Sowell, okay, or Larry Elder. I can't do that. They will block my shit, okay? So I can't speak truth on here too much because most people can't handle the truth. They can't handle that shit. But anyway, do I have a list of baby names? No. My names are made up. I make up the name. I do not look them up. My daughters are Zabaria and Tazetta. Those names are not searchable on the internet. But as soon as I made my daughter's first name and my second daughter's name made up out of thin air, I searched it up. Is there her name on it? Nope, she's not nowhere to be found. Somebody want to copy it. But it's okay. I don't have a list. I just make up names because I'm that creative. But anyway, one more to go because I'm about to get out of here. Let me see. What is your go-to drink order? Go-to drink order. That's a boring one. But I like Heath Bar. The Heath Bar, and I like the mint chocolate chip. I like anything that's really different from the rest, okay? I like cotton candy from Blizzard, okay? But of course, to order, I like to drink a lot of, mainly water, okay? But not really anything that's a lot of sugar, okay? Because I'm a health nut. But anyway, let's go to the next question. Do you ever rehearse what you're going to say before making a phone call? No. I don't do that. I just start talking about random things that I've seen on the internet. And then I do a little bit of research on the topic. And then I'm right. Okay, it's that simple. How do you argue with somebody like that? You can't, because the other person didn't do any research and they'll talk with their feelings instead of facts. And I'll be like, I'm trying to tell you, research says ... Okay, and then you gonna be like, no, fuck your feelings, man. Fuck your feelings. The conversation is over. Just go look. Jesus Christ, okay? If I'm saying something that's wrong and you think it's an ideology, and I'm like, well, it is kind of, if you use semantics, because you're actually looking up research on different websites for research, but it's still an idea. Somebody did the research, but how you know if that person's telling the truth? No one knows if someone's actually telling the truth. You got to do hands-on anecdotal. That's the best. I think it's best to just say, from my experiences, from what I can ascertain, this is usually true for me. Now, for you, it may be completely different. So there's no need to rehearse. You just got to eat your ginkgo, your garlic, your ginger, and your ginseng. These 4 things help your brain and your whole metabolism in your body. Or you could just take black seed oil, okay, you know, or spirulina or chlorella, okay, you know, there's a lot of things to help the body. And stop eating. So 1 meal a day, 1 shake and 1 meal a day, that's all you need to keep yourself at play. Keep the weight down, too. As I said before, I'm not talking no more than half an hour. But anyway, let's see. Next question. What's the cheesiest thing you've done while in love? I don't see. The thing is that there's many forms of love. And I feel, let me see, when I was younger, okay, I'm trying to analyze. I know what I did. The cheesiest thing I've ever did is take a rose and jump over a bush and surprise a girl and say, you're going to be my girlfriend and I'm going to have the lights on. And she started laughing. That was very creative. Yeah, when we do it, we're going to have the lights on. There are guys out there who like to fuck with the lights off. And I don't understand that logic. Okay? And I was kind of like in a puppy dog love for this light-skinned chick. And I didn't really like light-skinned chicks. I just wanted to see how she would react. I'm just good at fucking letting women pull their own panties off, okay? Yeah, I'm direct. I am nasty, okay? But I'm really not a sexual person, okay? It's just, that's who I am, okay? But I'm not in love. I'm never in love. Love is a form of respect to me. Once a female give me the slightest psychological facial animation, then I know I can read her like a fucking book. Okay? But anyway, one more, and then we're out of here, guys. Okay? Let me see. What surprises people about you? Well, my intelligence. That is what's most dangerous. I don't even socialize with human beings. Yeah. I tell them, hey, you know, if the kids are on the court, I teach them about virginity and keep playing sports. And mind your business. Do not get in relationships, because most people don't understand that's an education in itself. When you deal in relationships, you got to go through the testing frequency. You got to go through the sexual frequency. There's a whole list of shit that you got to do when you're searching for relationships and you don't even know yourself. That's sad. And the ball's in a woman's court. But I'm going to post this on my YouTube. Okay, so I don't know where I can actually post down here. I'm done with the questions now here. Right here, somewhere, I should be able to write down where, but I'm not. I'm this search emerald pill, okay, on the YouTube. And also, I traveled to Ethiopia. A lot of guys try to do what I do, but they can't, because they're focused on the honey instead of the money. I was taught by pimps. A lot of guys haven't. And I try to teach you women and everything in between what you're supposed to be doing, but I keep getting banned on the internet. So I kind of like, I don't need the money. I don't even need the time. I'm a therapist. I went to college for it, yeah. But unlike Kevin Samuels, rest in peace his soul, okay, I keep trying to tell you guys, money is not everything. Your health is everything. Live free or die trying, right? But other than that, I'm out of here, guys. It's about to be 2 minutes, about 2 more minutes to half an hour. I can't even see where I can actually, write down my comment here, which is kind of backwards. You got all this stuff, but I can't write down to y'all my stuff, but down there. Other than that, I love you all, but I despise the many of you, okay? Because I'm indigo child. And when I say I'm indigo child, don't doubt it. Don't do that, because I don't have a script. I don't do a script. I don't read anything in my hand or anything, okay? Other than that, guess what I'm going to say before I get out of here? I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Be safe, guys. And Joe and Miss Hazel, have a nice day. I'm on Martha's Knowledge 9. Peace.